it's Hope and welcome to the video. This is going to be May book releases I'm excited for. Now, I want to preface, I don't remember how many are on this list. I don't remember much about any of these. So do not expect a comprehensive description of the book. I will leave all the books that I'm talking about in the description so you can get like a better comprehensive of actually what's going on. I'm also very exhausted. I honestly don't want to film, but I do. It's weird. I don't want to film, but I want to edit and upload this video. That makes sense. But there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I just quickly counted. So let's just start in with on May 3rd is I Kiss Shara Wheeler by Casey McQuiston. This is a book I do have on pre-order. This, all I know is that we follow Shara Wheeler, and I don't remember. Oh my god. I guess we're just gonna turn this into me reading Goodreads, because I honestly don't remember much besides we follow a girl named Shara Wheeler. Okay, so I'm just gonna read the description. So, Chloe Green is close to winning. After her mom's move from SoCal to Alabama for high school, she spent the past 4 years dodging gossipy classmates and puritanical, we're going with that, administration at Wilgrove Christian Academy. The things that keep her going, winning valedictorian, her only rival prom queen Shara Wheeler, and the principal's perfect progeny? I don't know that word. But a month before graduation, Shara kisses Chloe and vanishes. On a furious hunt for answers, Chloe discovers she's not the only one Shara kissed. There's also Smith, Shara's long-term quarterback sweetheart, and Rory, Shara's bad boy neighbor with a crush. The three have nothing in common except Shara and the annoyingly cryptic note she left behind, but together they must untangle Shara's trail of clues and find her. Yeah, so they're looking for a girl named Shara Wheeler who they knew. I was close to guessing what it was about. I don't know. It's Casey McQuiston. I pre-ordered it. I loved the two other books that I've read by Casey McQuiston. Casey McQuiston is, I think, now an auto-buy author, so yeah. The next book we have is Cafe Con Leichi by Emery Lee, and this, I don't know anything except we have two like rivals with like food businesses. Like they're the children of like people that own food businesses, and it's like a rivals to lovers, and it is just a queer relationship between the two of them. I don't really know much about this. I read Meet Cute Diary by Emery Lee and absolutely loved it, so this is one that I pre-ordered. I have it on pre-order and I'm very excited for it. A lot of books that I'm excited for, I don't know much about because I love going into books not knowing that much, unless there's like clear trigger warnings in a book, then I want to know those. But if it's like, hey, it's gonna be a cute like queer like book, I'm like, okay, sure, I don't need to know anything about it. And that comes out on May 10th. Also on May 10th is A Chauffeur 2 by Tashie Bhuiyan. So we follow Mina, who essentially, she kind of just wants to win the Golden Ivy student film competition, get into her dream school across the country, leave New York City behind once and for all. Mina's ticket to winning the competition falls into her lap when an indie film star, also known as Heartbreaker, Emmett Ramos, enrolls into her school under the secret identity to research his next role. And yeah, that's all I know. That's honestly, like, I knew it was about, yeah, that's Goodreads. That's a good description. Roughly, that's what we're going with. I'm excited for this. I read Counting Down With You by Tashie Bhuiyan last year, and I really liked it. I wish I had more money so that I could pre-order this, but I will eventually get my hands on a copy of this and read it. And the next book goes on a very different vibe from the first two, and that is Vile Bastard by C.M. Stunich. This is the third book in the Scarlet Force series. I don't know if it's the last book or not. And in the first book, which is Fuckboy Psychos, we follow Scarlet Force as she is kind of like the queen bitch of the racetrack of school, and I don't really know even how to describe it. It's very dark. It's a reverse harem. I don't really know how to describe it. This book was originally supposed to come out in, was it March? And then it got pushed back to May, so I'm really hoping it does come out in May. The release date is May 15th, or at least that is what it is saying according to Amazon. But that release date could change, as it has changed before. The next book is The Godborn and the King by Kaitlyn Davis, and this is the fourth and final book in the Raven and the Dove series, which I do need to reread the first three before I pick this one up. I will probably do that later this year, but I want to mention it because it is a good series. But in the first book, The Raven and the Dove, we are essentially in a world where there is the city above the world, and that's kind of where everybody lives. Everybody thinks that the planet below is dead, so they live in cities above the clouds. The people are like, they have like wings that match with birds. It's a fucking, I'm struggling this. I'm describing this awful. I will leave the first book linked in the description so you can read it. But every generation there is a almost like a thing that people born in that generation competes to like find a partner, and we have our main characters participating in that, and then shit hits the fan, things happen, and yeah. That was a horrible description. I don't honestly remember a lot about the first book, besides I really enjoyed it and I do want to reread it so I can finish off the series, because I did like where it was going. I just kind of, little brain couldn't comprehend everything. And the Godborn and the King comes out on the 23rd of May. And on the 24th, this is more of like, I want to read the first book soon, so I'm going to include it, and that is A Cruel and Fated Light by Ashley Shuttleworth. This is the sequel to A Dark and Hollow Star, which I really, really, really want to read. I'm thinking maybe like May or June, but this is a sequel. I feel like I just want to mention it. I obviously don't know anything about the sequel because it's a sequel, but the first book, we are in like not a dystopian, but kind of ish, like a fantasy-ish world. Technically it's set in Toronto, Canada, and we follow characters, and there's like fae, and that's all I know. That's all I know. That's the theme of this. I don't know much, but I'm excited to read the first one, and I think I'm waiting for the second one to come out because I feel like I'd want to binge it, even though there's still going to be 2 more books coming out, but I feel like, I don't know, I'm rambling. The next book, which comes out on the 30th, is that right? The 31st of May, is Out of the Blue by Jason June. I don't know much about this. I think I saw the cover, I added it to NetGalley and Goodreads, and then just like, not never cared again, but just like didn't read the description again because I knew it would interest me. So Crest is not excited to be on their journey. The month-long sojourn to the land all teen merfolk must undergo. The rules are simple: help a human within 1 moon cycle and return to Pacifica to become an elder, or fail and remain stuck on land forever. Crest is eager to get their journey over and done with. After all, humans are disgusting. They polluted the planet so much that they're floating islands of trash that literally are the size of countries. In Los Angeles, with a human body and a new name, Crest meets Sean, a human lifeguard whose boyfriend recently dumped him. Crest agrees to help Sean make his ex jealous and win him back. But as the two spend more time together and Crest's perspective on humans begin to change, they soon will be torn apart between 2 worlds, and fake dating just might lead to real feelings. I think I read the word fake dating and was like, ooh, but it's also between a merfolk and a human. And I also love how Crest is non-binary, as like I think Jason June themselves has stated that like because of Crest being merfolk, they view gender differently, and therefore Crest is non-binary, and I love that. And I'm excited to read it. I don't know when. There are so many books from last year, like from these kind of videos last year, that I haven't read, and it's because I say I'm excited for books and then never actually read them and then feel like an idiot. And the final book that is coming out in May that I'm excited for, I'm sure there are a lot more that I just haven't heard of or don't realize they're coming out in May, but the final one is Small Town Pride by Phil Stamper, and this is a queer middle grade, which normally middle grades aren't my cup of tea, but I kind of do want to start to get into them more because I feel like I'm missing out on a bunch of stories. But I'll just read the description because I don't know much about it. Jake is just starting to enjoy life as his school's first openly gay kid. While his family and friends are accepting and supportive, the same can be said about everyone in their small town of Barton Springs, Ohio. When Jake's dad hangs a comically large pride flag in their front yard in a overblown show of love, the mayor begins to receive complaints. A few people are even concerned the flag will lead to something truly outlandish, a pride parade. Except Jake doesn't think that is a ridiculous idea. Why can't they hold a pride festival in Barton Springs? The problem is Jake knows he'll have to get approval from the town council, and the mayor won't be on his side. And as Jake and his friends try to find a way to bring pride to Barton Springs, it seems suspicious that the mayor's son, Brett, suddenly wants to spend time with Jake. But someone that cute couldn't possibly leave with his mayoral mother, could he? I don't know, I feel like that would just be like a very cute middle grade to read, as it's literally just we have a kid trying to bring pride to his town, and as somebody whose town we celebrated pride in 2015 or 2016, and then pride just kind of never happened in my town again. I feel like that's something that I'd love to read. I'd love for pride to be back in my town, as the last time I went as an ally, and now obviously am a part of the community, so I feel like that would just be a cute read. So yeah, those are the 8 books I'm excited for. Will I read any of them in May? Probably not, but hopefully this gives some books that you haven't heard of and that now you are interested in. Let me know what May releases you are excited for, and if you don't have any May releases that you are excited for, just let me know a 2022 release that you are excited for. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, and bye!